should be this. There it is. How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pigeon, coming to you live from Hawaii. My name is Andy Bumatai, and I will be your host. Oh, and for those of you watching on the rerun, we play a video in the beginning of the show to give those joining the live stream a chance to settle in and, let us know they're here. So, those are the comments you'll be seeing popping up on the bottom. Today's video takes us through Nu'uanu, a neighborhood here on the island of Oahu. So I'll see you on the other side, and mahalo for being here. Thanks, Dad.
I woke up this morning and put on a colorful robe. I glide down the staircase, feel as good as the sun is golden. Pour me some OJ in my tallest glass. Eggs over easy, 'cause I'm over you at last. I hear the news, paper boy biking up the street. He's shouting today's headline. Sounds like music to me. Extra, extra, read all about it. Today was the day that I discovered I'm better off without him. She had strawberry hair and red wine in her stare, but all they did was mask the fact that she never really cared for me. Got my to-do list, it's been building for a while. 'Cause last month all I did was sleep and cry. Found a box of your things that I sit on your lawn. Brought that newspaper with, rang your doorbell, then I run singing extra, extra, read all about it. Today was the day that I discovered I'm better off without him. She had strawberry hair and red wine in her stare, but all they did was mask the fact that she never really cared for me. I'm at the grocery store, dancing through the aisles, picking out all the things that you said were too unhealthy. Extra, extra, read all about it. Today was the day that I discovered I'm better off without him. She had strawberry hair and red wine in her stare, but all they did was mask the fact that she never really cared for me. Extra, extra, this just in. Local man has left the sorry state he was in. Call my tailor, hit the gym, buy a boat, learn to swim. Goodbye, my lady, 'cause you weren't the flavor anywhere that could make me happy.
Ooh, Nu'uanu and Kililama, like, no, what? Anybody get dollar? Great way to start off there. How's it, gang? And welcome once again to the Daily Pigeon. Um, you know, This is going to be an interesting show. And oh, by the way, John Jack Stanton, I took yesterday off because I was geeking out with some new stuff that I'm going to try to show you today. But yeah, it resulted in me redoing this whole studio, moving computers around. I literally disassembled everything and assembled it for today's show. So yesterday was interesting. Got some sleep though. Happy about that. Okay, one of the things we do for anybody who might be joining us, as a first-time viewer, is we show clips of Hawaii news items. Okay, so let's show you a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. Have a few other things planned. Voice kind of interesting, but we'll power on. Okay, today we have. Wait, hold on. Let's get over here so I can click on them good. The Hokulea arrived. That's the Polynesian voyaging canoe that goes from Hawaii to Tahiti and all over the world. But it was originally designed to prove that people went back and forth from Tahiti to Hawaii just when they felt like it. So they arrived, and we have some a news clip about that, right? Then blinding headlights. They're trying to legislate people who put these lights on their cars that can, melt your cornea. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And remember the old Kamehameha Drive-In? Everybody called it Cam Drive-In, but my daughter went to Kamehameha school, so I am disallowed from pronouncing it like that, right? Anyway, a little bit of a concern with that, but I actually went there when they were open. Okay. Anyway, what's your sign? What this is about is they passed a new law, right? But can't afford the signs to implement it. What is it? Department of T. I got it there. Okay, and then we're going to look at Clyde Aikau. This morning, they did a paddle out for Clyde Aikau, legendary surfer who passed away recently, and a paddle out for those who don't know, surfers to honor a past surfer all paddle out at the same time and bring flowers and such and drop it in the ocean. And it's a wonderful ceremony. So we have that. And then a bonus video, if we get to it, a phone scam happening in Hawaii. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah. Hey, Cisco, congratulations on the house. Let's do the big board so we can see some of the avatars a little better. Bought me a house in Kingman, Arizona, 4-car garage for all my motorcycles. Only 1 hour and 45 minutes to Las Vegas from my house. Still own my house in San Jose. No, that's a good thing. Okay. Kathy Schultz, aloha, GBCP 13, and oops, click on them good, you bugger, right there, right? Yes, and our favorite LinkedIn guy, he goes to LinkedIn. He loves how it looks there. We're on a number of different channels, by the way. Two YouTube, two Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, X. I think that's 8. I'm not sure. I missed class that day. Hey, how you doing, Miles? There we go. Great to see you. And let's see, Mad Statter. I got so confused yesterday. I thought you were taking today off for some reason. Jack and I are on the same page of the calendar, it seems. Okay. Yeah, great. By the way, I like I said, took everything apart, reassembled it. So if you have problem with levels or anything, let me know in the chat, and I'll deal with it as best I can. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, how the Chiguire X. Mahalo, and a housed it emote right there. By the way, when I put people up on the screen, like here, June Kubasic, you can see the little Facebook logo in the bottom left-hand corner. That's how we know where they're from. In fact, here's Devin. She's a moderator, and she says, tosses fresh, large rally fries to you. Hee hee. There you go. You can tell. And then here you can say, just to give you another example, here's Brian on Twitch, right? He bounces all over, so you'll see him all kinds of places. Nadia and I will stay on for a few more minutes, then gonna get back to our movie. Oh, okay. You might. I have a special feature I was going to try out, but you can watch it in the rerun. It's a map, and when people type in where they are, a little dot should show up on the map. Yeah, cross your fingers on that one. Part of what I did yesterday. Okay, cool. So I tell you what, let's get to the first news item. And again, this one is about, hey, there we go, is about the Hokulea arriving in Tahiti. Okay, let's listen.
Hawaii's sister voyaging canoes arrived yesterday on Raiatea, northwest of Tahiti.
Our Mahealani Richardson and photojournalist John Suya were there for the ceremony.
The canoes arrived here at Marae Taputapuatea on the island of Raiatea a little after 9 o'clock this morning, and there were hundreds of people here to greet them. We were on a motorized canoe watching the crews on board Hokulea and Hikianalia. Now, the crew got permission to enter Te Ava Mo'a, the sacred ocean passage to Raiatea. Canoe paddlers brought the crew members to shore. There's also a group from Kamehameha Schools, an indigenous tribe from Taiwan, and of course the public was there to watch the arrival ceremony.
All of a sudden, one of our teammates, Nikki, just goes, I think that's it right there. I'm like, that's a cloud. That's, oh my God. It was such a rush. You know, it's not one of those like big moments. It's the land finds you, really. It's not
the land
you don't
finds
find the land,
you.
the land finds you. So it was really awesome. It was really emotional moment.
Once on land, they held a stone and ava ceremony on the Marae Taputapuatea. This marae is a sacred and historic site. It's considered the center of the Polynesian Triangle, where ancient voyagers traveled to Hawaii, Rapa Nui or Easter Island, and Aotearoa, New Zealand.
To see you all coming through that pass, that was such a sight. And it's only befitting that a few weeks after the whole world met in Nice for the United Nations Conference of the Ocean, you are here. And we are all here to remind the world that we, island nations, have so much to teach the world.
Yay. I tell you what, I always say, you know, when the rest of the world gets it together, it's going to look like Hawaii. Fingers crossed. Hey, come on, stop.
I'd also like to thank all of you, Nahuru Moana, Ohukulea, Hikianalia, me Whaafaite Te Ao Maohi, for gracing us with your presence. And would like to honor as well those who came before you since 76, 50 years ago. We'd like to honor them again and thank God for keeping you safe on your voyage from Hawaii to here.
The crew members of Hokulea and Hikianalia plan to sail to Papaete, Tahiti. That's where they'll have a big ceremony in the capital city of French Polynesia. Reporting from the island of Raiatea, I'm Mahealani Richardson, Hawaii News Now.
Wow. And she get to go Tahiti. Oh, that must be nice. Good job. We got a little assignment for you, and I don't want you to complain. Who score? I know. Dramatic pause. Well, whatever it was. I don't know what you were talking about, but I'm again. Did you see that thing pop up? There's going to be anomalies here today, Brian. I'll do my best right there. I see. There you go. Got a double showing. Body freaky. How's it, Andy? No place like Hawaii. This is true. Okay. So, you know what? I don't know if you're still here, Miles, but I want to try this thing out. Okay. Now it's going to be a little bit geeky. So let me make sure we're okay here. Okay. First I go here. Okay. And then I do this. Right, hold on. I'm doing some stuff in the background. What I'm going to try to do is put up a map so that it's not working. It is not working because I'm loading here. I could probably even show it to you, couldn't I? Hold on. Let's take a step backstage right here. See that little thing clicking? What I'm trying to do is I'm going to Restream and I'm trying to connect to Restream from here so I can do my fancy little thing. But it's just giving us infinity. So maybe it's not going to work. I wonder if I could try something different. I'll play. You know what? What I'll do is I'll play a video. No. Thinking. You know that little thing that you were watching there while it loaded? That was just going on in my brain. Habut. Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, Miles. I know. Habut to the max. So never work. Bummer. Let me go. What? See, I'm seeing it, but why can't I bring this up? It doesn't work. I must be doing it wrong. I wonder if I could use another stream. Let me try something else. If I go here and do this, connect. Ooh, we might be onto something here. Look, let me show you what it looks like here. Okay, here, see, this is it. And then I go to my presentation, and then I pick podcast questions. Beep. Apply this. Ta-da! Okay, now I don't know if this will work or not, but in the chat, okay, type where you are, and a little dot should pop up on this map. Okay, I know. Well, we'll see if it works. Okay, checking Winnipeg. Did a dot pop up? No. No. Winnipeg. I wonder if you have to put Canada. Ooh, great to see you. Yeah, okay. And if I put this, oh no, this doesn't. Oh yeah, it still does. There it is. There it is. Okay. Well, evidently it didn't work because I don't see Winnipeg pop up. Burien, no, huh? It didn't work. What? Boston, Mass. There you go. Yep. No, not popping up. There's Boston, but there's a dot there anyway. Okay. Oh, Caroline Beach. I wonder if. Let me think. No. What am I doing wrong? I think I'm in the wrong stream. Okay, we tried. I'll work on it some more and then we'll yeah, whatever. Okay, let's go back to our second news item. And this one is about blinding headlights. I don't know if anybody else is bothered by that. You're driving on the road and then some guy in a monster truck with more lights than the Beatles had at Shea Stadium. And so on or off. Let's listen.
Have you ever been blinded by headlights from another vehicle? If so, you're certainly not alone. And in fact, many of those brightest lights on the road are illegal aftermarket modifications. Bryce Moore reports.
If you need to shield your eyes while driving on our roads at night, it probably means the vehicle coming in the opposite direction has been modified with illegal aftermarket headlights.
Here in Hawaii, all the lights must be DOT certified, which meets the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard 108. For example, the headlight must illuminate a person or object within 200 feet of the vehicle.
Shishido says the limit for headlights is about 10,000 lumens. Older halogens are just 1,000 to 1,500 lumens, and most factory-installed LEDs are between 2,000 to 4,000. But many aftermarket lights start at 10,000 and go much higher.
The aftermarket lights, you cannot control them.
Sunny Borja owns Sunny's Service and Repair, telling me safety checks often only check for whether both lamps work and their angle.
Safety checks happen during the day, and what happens with a safety check is, other than checking the light, alignment, that's about it. Is work on.
This guy has a great look, don't you think? By the way, I'm going to try again with the map. I think I might have figured it out in the background here.
Work.
And when night falls, that's when the problem becomes glaringly obvious. Bright aftermarket lights can make it dangerous to drive, especially on roads with no median in between the oncoming lanes.
The angle is really important. You're driving in a truck and your light is pointed to the left side. You will definitely blind the person on the oncoming traffic. You're actually a hazard.
Police don't generally carry lumen meters, telling me in part through a statement, it is seldom that a vehicle is stopped or cited for illegally modified headlights. Challenges in enforcement of this section come when determining if a perceived bright headlight is actually outside the allowable parameters of the law.
But people tell us, I'm at a stoplight, a car pulls behind us, and his headlights are so bright that they blind them through their rearview mirror.
But, after these aftermarkets can come from anywhere. So I'm sure that's where, some of these brighter lights come from.
Until stricter rules or better enforcement are put in place, officials ask drivers to stick with certified, properly installed headlights. We'll have more information about regulations on KHON2.com. Bryce Moore, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
In fact, some of those lights are bothersome when the guy's behind you. How many people have had somebody with a really bright light behind them try to adjust their rear view mirrors so it shines the light back at them? I know. And you guys, no violence, okay? I know. I wish I had a hammer. No, I wish I had a baseball bat. I wish I had patience. I wish I had compassion. I know. Nadia, going back to the movie. Okay, I'm going to try one more time right now. You sure you don't want to hang? I hope you have them. Do you have the movie paused, maybe? Okay, so here we go. This is nuts. Okay. So now it says that I connected. So if you try one more try, I can't type, or I wish I would I could do it, but I can't type in the chat, and it doesn't look like anything's happening because I don't see. I'm guilty of trying to reflect the light back into the offender behind me. Yep. And they know I'm doing it because my mirrors are still manual. So I have to reach my hand out there. Okay. Hey, look, something popped up. Did you see it? Bink. Look, they're popping up. I don't believe it. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, look at this. See the little dots popping up? Oh, somebody's in Hawaii. I got to move it over there so we can see it. Okay. Look. Boot, doot, doot. I don't believe it. There's Sacramento coming in there, Austin, Texas, Houston, California. And if I roll over these, I think, do I have to click it? Oh, look, GBCB Winnipeg. And let's see who's over here. Boop. Yeah, there's Garden Gully. Oh, man. Oh, this is too cool. Who's this? California. Oh, yeah. Sam Bittner. Hey, there you go. Look at this. Dude. Okay, wait. There we go. Devin. and quick facts about Dustin. There we go. Hey, how cool is this? Huh? I think that was worth no sleep last night. I'm not sure. Super cool. Yeah, thank you, Brian. Yeah, worked a long time on it just for that little thing. Well, later on, you see, I have some more questions also. So, we'll see it. I wonder if I should just. Well, anyway, let's do this for a while. What I'm wondering is, and I'm hoping you can still hear me, by the way. I'm wondering if I go off of it, right, and you type something, does it still work? Hey, who's this over here? Okay. Hey, Panel writes things. There you are, right there. Don't you love how it doesn't give your name? right? What happened to where's Pennsylvania? I don't see it. Miles posted Wexford. One of the YouTube streams isn't being picked up by the map. The one with your Andy Bumatai page isn't registering. Oh, really? Which one is? I can't remember. So the Raw Rides is the only one. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But this is a baby step in the right direction. Okay, let's continue on and see if this other stuff works. Okay, hold on. What about this? Okay, this is what should when should we or I guess this should say how often, but what days to stream? Should we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Or two, Tuesday, Thursday, or three, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. I don't know what you oh wait, what's going on here? Should this be up higher? Oh, you can't really see it, can you? Oh, there. Oh, maybe I have to bring this in. Trying to resize this and bring it up like that. Maybe. See, this is all the stuff I got to practice, and you can't do this, without being live. It's like that joke I do in my act. You can't practice this at home. You have to be in public and annoy people. Zoom out, please. Yeah, there. That's what you're talking. Oh, here we go. Look, 50. Oh, so this is working. GB2. Sam Bittner says 3. Okay. And then let's see. Monday, Wednesday, Friday sounds good. Now I don't know if you just type 3. I think that's how you vote, K-Mac. You type 3. Hey, brother Sam, how you doing? 1. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's my favorite, brother Sam. I got to tell you right now. Ah, let's see. I don't see. Oop, look, Tuesday, Friday. I don't see anyone in Tennessee. Yeah, again, a work in progress, Kevin. So we'll see what's up. What's up? Okay. Oh, what really matters is what works for you. Yeah, well, we're going to settle in. And, like Nani and I have said a million times, she's not here, by the way. She had a family obligation. But we're going to work on things. And then in the first Monday in August, that's it. Dyed in the wool. That's when we're going to make all the decisions, times, days, what the show looks like. That's part of what I'm doing here. Hey, Eric, I think you type the 2 instead of typing Tuesday, Thursday. I think because I don't see your initials coming up there. See, it tells you who votes, right? But it looks like 5 days a week is killing it. Yeah, I know. Wow, there you. And by the way, I think all the people who are voting 3, that's a nice compliment. Thank you so much, you guys. Really appreciate it. Okay. Oh, look at that vote still coming in. Oh, June. Yeah, June. Try typing a 1. I think that works instead of typing the days. This is all AI driven, so yada yada. Yeah. Well, look, 1 and 3 are now tied. Interesting. Hadn't expected that. Yeah, there we go. See, yeah, they're 1. That works better, don't you think? And Brian back on LinkedIn. He's our LinkedIn guy there. That's great. Yeah, 1. Yeah. That's my vote. Oh, hey, look. Yeah. Oh, look. Brian figured out he can go on and change platforms and get another vote. By the way, you can vote more than once. I have it set up so you can vote as many times as you want. Okay, Miles, enjoy your movie. Nadia, aloha, and have some popcorn for me. Okay. There we go. Ooh, and Pualani Local. We stay. I know. Okay. So, wait. So you want to do 5 days a week or 4 days a week? If you're talking to me, I'd rather do. My vote is 3 days: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I can geek out in between and have a little bit of a life. You know. But guess what? If it turns out most people want 5 days a week, then we'll do that, and I'll figure it out. It's one of those deals. It's like what that guy, the sailor on the Hokulea was saying. He says, you don't find the land finds you. That really had an impact on me. Whew, I would voted 3, but figured you'd need a break. Yeah, and that's a nice consideration, K-Mac, because you wonder, hey, what? Let's go back to the map and see if that's still adding people. I don't know if anyone added before it, but it's still there. Yeah, that's still working. Okay. So here's another one now. Okay. See, we did the Monday, Friday one, right? See, I've only done like what is this? 3, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Okay, here. Um, here's another one. Oh, what happened? Uh-oh. Blank. When I watch the show, I usually. Oh, you know what? If I'm not mistaken on this one, you type like cry or laugh or yawn, and it'll create a word cloud. You know what that is? Where you type the word that you see you would use the most. Oh, look at this. Is number 2 Tuesday or Thursday or through Thursday? I don't know. I'm just seeing if I can get this thing to work, Garden Gully. But let me see what you're talking about. Yeah, Tuesday is Tuesday. I mean, Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, I guess I should have typed this stuff out, but again, it really isn't about the results, because you'll notice it just reset when I went back. Okay, so we've moved on, right? And here it says, um, oh, look, I when I watch the show, I usually enjoy myself. And someone typed smile. Look at this, it's working. Oh, mine no showing. Okay. I'm sorry, Jack. I don't know what is up with that, but I don't think Jack. We have to figure it out now. At some point, maybe you can, if you want, you can send me an email, right? Here's at info@bumatai.com. Let me know what platform you're watching the show on, and then I can kind of figure out what's up with that. Okay. I usually drink. I'd rather have you work less per day's week so you don't get burnt out so fast. We've seen that happen, haven't we, Mad Statter? By the way, watch Mad Statter's show on Twitch and on YouTube. Chatter with Statter. Okay. What's this? Al Moto. It's great to have you with us. Oh, thank you. Look at this. Andy Bumatai stream on YouTube isn't picking up any. Yep, sorry about that. I don't know who put that one in there. But isn't this interesting? So if I said, whatever, and later on, what I'll do is I'll ask you guys for questions we should put in here, things that you might be interested in. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, if you had a chance to sail on the Hokulea, would you do it? That kind of stuff. Wow. Oh, drink a cold beverage. Yes, enjoy a lovely beverage, Sam. So Sam, what's up with you, bro? Gigging? What's going on? Let me know. The Andy Bumatai stream. Oh yeah. So I guess I'm way behind. That thing's you're on YouTube. Yeah, which one? We're on 2 on YouTube. We're on what is it? I think it's Raw Rides and Andy Bumatai. And it might be that one is not a, it might be a fan page as opposed to a something other page. I don't know. I can't keep up. Right. I eat popcorn. Oh, look. Eat popcorn came up on Al Wright's things. Who got COVID? No way. What a bummer. Kind of late there, you. Should have had him in, 2020. Terrible. Okay, so look at this. Isn't this cool? How many people? And thank you so much, everybody. A smile was number one, with Pakalolo being a strong second. Oh yes, I'm pretty sure that's local. That's Brother Sam of Local Kind Grinds. That's right, and an excellent musician. Hopefully, we're talking about the right one. That's right, brother. That's you, Your avatar look like you. I know. Look, right there. Look familiarizing. Okay. And speaking of Pakololo, shh, quiet. Okay. Okay. One last one, and then we'll get back to the show. I'm just geeking out here. So happy this worked. Okay. Last question. Okay. I watch the show on my 1 TV, 2 phone, 3 laptop, 4 desktop. Yeah. And Devin hopes Kevin Frazier, excuse me, Brother Sam recovers. Okay. Mahalo. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And look at this. Can you believe this? I mean, maybe I'm just a geek, but it blows my mind that I can be doing a show here from Hawaii, put something up, and people from all over, literally the world, I guess, could let us know, what's going on. And later on, when I get better questions and we figure out what to do, and you'll be a big part of that, Hamajang Gang, this could be a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, there we go. Mac, K Mac says 3 and 1 laptop and your TV. I was looking at the stats. I was extremely surprised that, not that, how many people watch the show on their TV. I know. AI is crazy. I know. There we go. That's why, if you're going to vote, if you're going to date AI, you got to be careful. Okay, Ron says, hey. Okay, let's see. Hey, no comment. We're geeking out with a new thing where I get to ask people questions. Not bad. Things are slowing down. So let's get back to the show, and I'll figure out how to do this better a little later. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for participating and helping me geek out with that. I'll hone it in. Nani and I will come up with some good questions. And well, people watch on their phone, their TV, their laptop, but no comment rents out an IMAX theater to watch the show. And I really appreciate that because I understand the expense involved, no comment. Okay? Some people, what commitment? Okay. I get freaked out over TV viewers where they can see something in my teeth just because my face is too big. I know. I guess that, who has the 55-inch television that watches the show regularly? I forget, but it happens. Okay. All right, let's get back to our next news item. And this one, let's see. Where were we? We were on, wait a minute. No, we did blinding headlights. Oh, yes. Remember the old Kamehameha drive-in? Yeah. Well, guess what? There's an issue.
A new tonight at 5, IAL residents are raising concerns once again over the old Cam drive-in site. Our Ashley Nagaoka shows us why they say more needs to be done about a growing fire hazard.
Barbara Ross's daughter lost her home in the Lahaina fire.
Wow. Every time I see this image, I just, almost 2 years now. So
That has made me very, very aware of fire hazards and what can happen.
That's why Ross is worried about all of this dry grass along this property in Aiea next to her home.
It's a disaster waiting to happen.
The 14-acre parcel used to be home to the Cam swap meet and drive-in, but it's been vacant and sitting like this for years.
All the twigs down there that could ignite and a fire is going to start, and it's so dangerous.
We told you about this problem nearly a year ago. That was after the city cited Los Angeles landowner CP Cam Properties for, quote, excessive overgrowth and flammable weeds.
What's the problem? Homeless people never start fires.
After our coverage, concerned residents say
That's where all the good carts go. Every time you go to a grocery store, you get the one with the wobbly wheel. That's because these guys take all the good ones. Gunfun it.
management company Avalon got rid of all the grass.
Until I start complaining or somebody else complains, do they come out and do anything about it?
But since our previous story, residents say management has not kept up with the brush. It's especially concerning for Ross and other neighbors because their townhomes are made of wood.
It would burn very, very easily.
These residents say they have been complaining to Avalon for years.
They claim they have security. They claim they have people who do landscaping. As you can see, it's overgrown. Like they don't care about Aiea. No one cares about this place.
Well, you care, so you can't say nobody, right? Mean your shirt, by the way, brother.
Out of sight, out of mind.
We're still waiting to hear back from the property owner and its management company. Ashley Nagaoka, Hawaii News Now.
Ooh, how many people ever went to Kamehameha Drive-In when it was actually a drive-in? By the way, all those people that are complaining about the fire hazard that live right next door to it, that's the price you pay for all the years of free movies you watched looking over the fence from your balcony. Mm-hmm. How many people have ever been to Kamehameha Drive-In when it was actually operational? You're going to be, giving up your age, but I know. And I'm not talking about the ones who just went there to steal the speakers. Okay, remember when they had those big clunky speakers and you hung them in your car and all the guys from the country, okay, now I get speakers for my car. I see the guys dragging the carts with the wheels locked past the line in Costco. What? The Costco wheels lock? I know some have that technology where you go past a certain area and then the wheels don't roll. I know. Hi, Felicia. I'm late again. You're never late. You're on Hawaiian time. Yeah. I saw Jaws there. Oh, man, that must have been fun. It seems like if they're paying for maintenance, they should get, they are getting ripped off. I don't know. Maybe they aren't paying for maintenance, right? I mean, they just say they are because. And you got to imagine these people are, across the ocean and they're looking, it looks good to me. Somebody goes over there with an iPhone, posts a video and they go, hey, great. Yes. My mom says she went to the drive-in as a teenager. Do the math, Sam Bittner. Oh, I was there. Right on, John Jack Stanton. Yeah. Go sleep, bro. You got to get up early. Why are you hanging out over here? I know. Why not just clean it up themselves? I had that thought, Verity Hunt. If it bothers you so much and you got time to do it, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Remember that one? Yeah. Pooh. Hey, Mark. Aloha. How's it, Andy? Oh, mahalo for being here. You missed all our geekery early. We had some new maps and some stuff going on. Yeah, they're lying about paying for the maintenance. Garen Balbaron. Controlled burn. Not a bad idea, just, controlled burn. But when you say controlled burn in the IA, a lot of people, oh wow, what 420 already? Oh, I thought it was only 4. Okay, I saw the movies at drive-ins at Kamehameha, Kailua, and Waialae Drive-In. Yeah, there we go. Ha! I went to the Kailua Drive-In in the 80s. What happened to drive-ins? I don't know. Okay, let's see what else we got. What time is it, by the way? I don't have my clock because I couldn't do the thing. Okay, it's 4:15. Oh, 15 minutes to the bottom of the hour. Oh, let's try to get through another news item here. This one kind of interesting. Here's the Department of Transportation in all their glory. Okay, basically, this one is, I call it "What's Your Sign," and you'll understand the joke when I click the video.
A movement to slow down drivers has led to lower speed limits in Oahu school zones. But our Daryl Huff found out why most people have no idea the law has changed.
Signs near nearly every school on Oahu pronounce a 25-mile-an-hour limit with extra fines for speeding in a school zone. But it turns out the limit is actually 20 and has been for about 7 months.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. It's 20. Oh, 20? We start.
For us, the law of the land is that the speed limit shall be 20 miles per hour near schools.
Safety advocates pushed for the lower school zone limit last fall, and it was signed by the mayor in November. But the city's Complete Streets administrator told the council today there is no money for new signs.
Obviously, if we got a bigger pot of money, we could do this more at once. If not, we're going to just continue to phase this as the money becomes available.
West Side.
Everyone could do more if they had a bigger pot of money. What? Oh.
Council member Andrea Tupola wondered if volunteers could help.
In some of these areas, we have homestead associations, we have, other groups, bicycling groups, after-school groups. Is there any type of way that they can help so that we can do it faster or maybe add to the pot that you have?
While replacing signs may sound simple, there are 187 schools on Oahu which may need up to 800 signs.
Wow.
If the speed reduction movement expands to all 25-mile zones, more than 7,000 signs would need replacement.
When you work in transportation, it's pretty normal for sometimes ordinances to get ahead of, say, the roadway design out there.
Police cannot enforce the 20-mile school zone limit until signs inform drivers it's the law.
So people should just continue to sort of follow the signs that are out there, 25, until we come in and we can replace them and get them down.
Meanwhile, the state has a new law signed by the governor that lets the counties reduce limits without engineering studies that had been required.
You don't need a data or a study to know that speeding is a problem in and out of our neighborhoods. So this will remove that barrier to allow the counties to act quickly and swiftly in implementing safety measures throughout our state.
The city's Complete Streets and pedestrian safety plans both call for the 25-mile limit on all residential streets to be reduced to 20 or even lower. But so far, the council hasn't gone that far. Data shows lower speeds mean fewer accidents and fewer deaths.
We actually are hearing a lot of calls for traffic calming, for reducing speed limits.
No matter what the sign says, safety advocates hope drivers will slow down to save lives, regardless of the laws or penalties. Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.
Crazy. I love how he said, slower speed limits mean less accidents. Duh, right? I remember when I was a young man and very much into sports cars, right? And I would get speeding tickets and I would end up in court and do my best to, no, I wasn't speeding, that kind of thing. I was in court one day and this guy actually had an attorney. And the attorney said, it wasn't speed that caused the accident, Your Honor, because had my client been going even faster, he would have went through the intersection before the other person was there. And the judge went, I never forget that. Oh man. I just write out the fives. Yeah, that's what you think, but imagine a bunch of people painting over signs, how that would go, and then they tarnish, and then I thought it was 20, but it's 25. I know. Exactly. We like money. Most people like money, Trippy Moorhead. I know. Why replace instead of repaint? I was thinking a sticker, of a high quality sticker, but then I don't know. But still, then you got people and you got guys, and it's just like every time you see, 25 people changing one light pole or something, that in China it's like two guys and a mule. Well, maybe not in China. Oh, Zach Manzano, money gotta be laundered toward new signs. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? And K-Rod says, we pay enough taxes. Sheesh. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm guessing the sign has to be reflective, coded, prohibitive. Yeah, exactly. Madstatter, it's not like, I remember we were kids, we would, steal those signs, right? So you could put it up in your bedroom or whatever, your garage. They're hefty pieces of equipment. I mean, there's not like they're flimsy, man. They're gonna find that, when what was I what? Now, my mind went somewhere else. Our school limit is 15. But what if there's 16 kids? June, you can't exclude people. Oh, sorry. Never mind. Ooh, gear readers, drivers did not slow down. Gear readers, then don't know what that meant. Bad voice recognition. That's what they should put. You just put like a speaker, and then that reads the sign. And when you go too fast, slow down, stupid. Oh, sorry, sound like my father. Ah. Oh, we used to get contracted to make those signs. Those things are freaking heavy. Yep, I gotta tell you. That's what I was saying. They're not flimsy signs. Okay, how we doing on time? All of that geeking out really cost us some time. 4:22. Okay, let's take a look at this last news item. And what happened was Clyde Aikau, legendary waterman and father of Eddie Aikau. I'm sure you've heard Eddie would go, and all he did when the Hokulea had issues, and he took off to try to save anybody. They never found him, and now there's the Clyde Aikau Memorial Surf Contest. Happens only when it's huge. Yes, this is the father of that whole Aikau family, including Shannon Aikau, who's in Vegas and builds custom motorcycles. My buddy there, I'm going to try to see him this time. Missed him the last time. But anyway, he passed away recently. So let's take a look at this celebration of life followed by a paddle out.
The life of legendary Waikiki beach boy and big wave surfer Clyde Aikau is being celebrated with a paddle out this morning in Waikiki.
Chris Latronic joins us now live at Kuhio Beach with more. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning to you, Sarah, Sam, and everybody on this Aloha Thursday. Yes, a beautiful morning to celebrate a legendary and epic person, Clyde Aikau, who died at the age of 75 years old. And so much memories with him, almost like he's still not even gone here. And yes, the paddle out's going to start with festivities starting around 7:45. So make sure you come down, bring your board for that paddle out. But here to tell us more is a good friend of Clyde, as well as myself, Ian Masterson, who's a professor of surf in many of the colleges. Tell me a little bit about kind of how important this day is and how important this man was, which you got to honor him by being his caddy in one of the eddies, right?
Yes, very honored for
Matt Statter, I don't, no quote me, I might be wrong. Is it his brother? Who knows? I thought it was the, let's see. Yeah, you may be right because age-wise, that makes sense.
2016 Eddie to be his surfboard caddy, help him out of the water that day. Uncle Clyde Aikau is so important, as well as a member of the Aikau Ohana, and of course his brother Eddie, who he honored and loved so much. And,
you're right.
With Sister Myra and Brother Saul, really brought forward not only Eddie's memory, but stood really to guard and love Waimea Bay in honor of Heva Heva, of his bloodline. It's just amazing.
Yes, and he is such a great man. Tell me a little bit about...
He just said it, Matt Stetter. Brother, I was so wrong. Duh. Okay. I lost the Sebastian.
Some of the stories you had with him, especially that day when you caddied for him on his last Eddie.
He called me up a couple days before and said, I know you know things. I like you be my surfboard caddy, and it was the biggest honor I could ever imagine.
Wow.
When it came down to that day, he caught amazing waves.
Look at this
wave.
wave.
Coming into the shoreline, really lucky. He told me, keep me out of the shore break. I don't like that, And turned out to be very successful. That he landed on shore safely, and we brought him in. For him to go back out that day was just phenomenal. It shows the courage of this man, Clyde Aikau. I think my best memory is just seeing him take off at the bay, behind the peak, with that solid stance that he has. That will always stay with me in my mind and my heart.
Yes, it's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, at 66 years old, doing his last Eddie and still doing it as if he was 21 on that day. Incredible.
66.
Now we're going to be celebrating his life. How does it feel as we're about to go paddle out and let his ashes go into the ocean?
It's surreal. Like you said, I barely imagine he's gone. He's still with us, actually. To be here where the Aikau Ohana has their surf recreation, surf instruction, and just this is their place in Waikiki. So he's got that connection straight across the mountains, straight across Oahu, and so come down and honor him with us. We'll all be down here today. It's beautiful, and there's beautiful surf.
Yes, I know. We got the Clyde swell here.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you
Ian,
too.
thank you so much for your manao. And then now some due diligence. Yeah. Is it recommended that you not bring a lei? If you want to put out flowers, just put them out loosely, or you can see me and Ian have tea leaves. So make sure you come and bring that to let Uncle Clyde know that you love him. More information on our website at kh12.com. Chris Atronic, Ian Masterson, working for Hawaii. Sending things back to you.
We go.
I love that they ask people not to bring a lei, and the reason they do that, it's the string. It's not the flowers, it's the string, and the animals get caught in the string, right? So that's the reason they say bring loose flowers, bring loose leaves. Mean, I know. And here, Matt Statter saying so much riding waves like that at 66. Ooh, Aikau mana still to the end. That's how, right there. It's good that everyone celebrates a life well lived to the max. And he had a huge influence on people, especially the big wave riders. Him and his brother, Eddie, I mistakenly called him his son. And, so many people. He was a lifeguard at Waimea Bay. You know what the shore break is like there? And it doesn't look as bad as it is because, oh, look, and then bang, I know, amazing. Oh, right. Too many leis. And I mean, imagine, you got 1,000 leis or something, and, all the string that would be. It's so cool that they think of that kind of stuff, I always wondered that about that. That lantern festival where they put a candle in a and it makes a little balloon and it floats up. Where do those things end up? Always wonder. Hiram, definitely legend to the max. Unreal banana peel. Ooh, wow. Okay, let's see. Oh, I keep looking for where I have the clock. You can't, let me show you how I change things. Basically, everything that was at this station, right? The Mac 4 new Mac Mini I have is now here, and the um, um, what is it called? MacBook Pro M1 is now on this station back here, and I'm editing on that, so I had to change everything and yada yada. But the cameras, I changed those around too a little bit. This camera is used to be back there, facing this way, that what we call the news crew camera. And now that camera is here. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get geeky and just turn that light off. Where is it? Right there. Okay. If you'll notice, that big teleprompter back there isn't there anymore, and I have just the camera, right? And so that shot now looks like this. Okay, the same shot, but it looks a little different because it's a different camera. And this, by the way, is where I'm now. And you'll notice this thing right here, this screen that used to be on the side is now here because I had to build virtual buttons. Okay, get your Kleenex out. This is going to be terrible. Virtual buttons, because remember my Stream Deck? I fried 2 of them. I just fried the last one. I think it's something I'm doing. I'm not sure, but I plugged it into this hub over here. Boom, gone. Just bought it. That thing's not, what, a week old maybe? So now I got to contact, you guys, right? But this one's covered under warranty. The other 2 were years old. No big deal. Okay. So here's this thing. Brian was talking about a hair light. Okay. This is how it looks here, and this is how it looks with a hair light. You see the difference? Just those little highlights that pop up right around, is it worth is it worth this? That light? I don't know. Maybe it is. Ah, geekdom. I love it. Ooh, Stream Deck. Yeah, yeah. It's well, it here. Wait, hold on. Hold on, Sam. I'm guessing maybe you don't know what one is, so I'm going to show it to you. And this is what it looks like when it's not working. It's got some knobs here and some buttons, and you hook it up, and you can make these buttons do what you want. In other words, you push this and it changes the scene. You push this one, you turn this knob and it lowers the volume. It does all kinds of things. Well, I plug this into this hub over here, and I think that's what fries the screen, because when I plug it in, the computer recognizes it like it's working, but you just can't see anything. So I built virtual buttons. I know it's too geeky, but I pulled it off, and luckily they have virtual buttons now. It's in beta, and I was a tester. Yeah, exactly. Remote to the max. Remote control buttons. It's an OBS screen changer. No, I don't use OBS. I use Ecamm Live. OBS is the free version. I think they may have a paid version, and a lot of people use OBS because it's free. But I use Ecamm Live because you can do this kind of stuff, brother. You can throw stuff here like this and switch scenes like you see me doing, and all that kind of stuff. And the latest thing, like this one here, I don't know. Maybe you're geeking out with me on this, but this kind of stuff here, this is from it's called Uno Graphics, right? It's overlays dot uno.com or something, and it's free. You can create graphics for your live stream. Like, take for instance here, let me show you. Like, I can put this up here. You see, wait a minute. I think I have to turn everything on. Hold on. Yeah, here. You see that little graphic there that says streaming and it has the date on it so people know when it is. That's one of the graphics. I can do this and say, "Hey, listen, I'm going to be in Las Vegas at Delirious Comedy Club on what is it? August what is it? July. What is it, June? Yeah, July 7th, and in Pasadena at the Ice House. Okay. Also, what you can do is I can say, "Hey, you know, this is our merch site. You know, I can throw all these up here, and pimp out what we sell on the merch site. Again, these are all graphics that I create in Uno, right? And then this one here, you'll see up here, you see this little social thing, and it cycles through and tells people all the platforms that I'm on. I know. Oh, this show is keeping Heckle's lights on. I know. Exactly. Oh, man. I'm wondering at one point I'm going to plug an iron in and the whole thing's going to go off, but still, hasn't done it. And I iron every day. So, that's the one that scares me a little bit. Let's see what else can I show you that's geeky. No, nothing. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. And I think do I have anything else? What's this? I can't remember what this button is. Let's push it. Oh, subscribe, please. Yes. Yeah, if you feel like it, you never hear me say subscribe and like the video and all that stuff. We're gonna start doing that more when we come back first Monday in August, with this kind of stuff. But again, that's another Uno graphic that you can choose and you can modify it and then and I'm triggering it with a virtual button on my screen. I wish I could show it to you, but no way to really do that. Yeah. Ooh, Andy, are you doing any more shows at smaller venues on Oahu? I just got a call to do something in Hilo, but that'll be in September, but not on Oahu, Plus, I'm still reeling from the show you saw. And a few people who went, "Hey, I was there. It was okay. You did." But you know what? In your mind, I was just couldn't remember bits, Iron on my wife's side of the house for safety purposes. Yeah, I got it. Whew. And Michael says, "I can tell you iron every day." That's one nice aloha shirt. Well, thank you so much. And I use pro tip, sizing, not starch. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, there we go. Where in Hilo? I'm not sure yet. Most likely at the Palace Theater, I don't know if it'll be at Heston Kaihui's club, a Good Times Comedy Club, but the promoter called me not called me, texted me just yesterday. So he said, "Hey, are you available on these dates?" And it's always a Saturday and I said, "Yes, I have no life." So there we go. Okay. Oh, steam for silk shirts. Yes, definitely. Okay. Pro ironing tip, and we'll stop here. If you iron a shirt and you're wondering if the iron is too hot or not, and you're on the edge and you kind of want to test it, take the collar, iron the back of the collar with the iron. That way, if anything happens, and it burns or discolors the fabric, you turn the collar inside out anyway. No one will see it. And you've tested your iron. Homemaking. Yeah, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Sam Bittner, and you're very welcome. I guess it's at the bottom of the hour. It certainly is. In fact, we're 9 minutes over, so we're going to finish with that. But you know what? I'm going to play a video, and this is a video I just came across, and I just like the song, and it reminds me of a time when I was kind of into doing these cinematic videos, and this is about the 45th annual Toys for Tots run that happens on Magic Island every year. I emceed it for, I don't know, 10 years or something. And I may have emceed this one too. I'm not sure. But anyway, I really like the video. So let's play that. And on the other side, I'll say aloha. Here you go.
My old man acts like a young man, puts this young man's heart in the race. His eyes are bad, his spirit is glad, he's got laughter in the lines of his face. He's an old man with a working hands, likes to stick him in the land, build up his place. Now this young man loves this old man with laughter in the lines of his face. Young man, don't you make plans, you're too busy doing. Old man, keep making plans. Teeth too old for chewing, heart too full for blueing, world too full of ruin to get caught up in the chase. He's got laughter in the lines of his face. I'm a sleepy man with calloused hands and a brain shaped like a guitar. I'll find my own path in the aftermath of a good woman's love and a falling star. I'm a simple man sucking on a rhubarb jam that I grow from plants in my backyard. Got him from an old man with the family in his hands. He done left this world, he worked so hard. Young man, don't you make plans, you're too busy doing. Old man, keep making plans. Teeth too old for chewing, heart too full for blueing, world too full of ruin to get caught up in the chase. He's got laughter in the lines of his face. Spoiled man with a purple crayon, trying to draw my way out of this room. With my good wife, I'm gonna live a favorite life, laying out underneath the howling moon. not a young man, more like an old man. And when I'm an old man, I'm gonna laugh long and loud, like the belly of a thundercloud, like a papa sunburned and proud in a photograph. Young man, don't you make plans, you're too busy doing. Old man, keep making plans, teeth too old for chewing, heart too full for blueing, world too full of ruin to get caught up in the chase. He's got laughter in the lines of his face. He's got laughter in the lines of his face. He's got laughter in the lines of his face.
There you go, gang. Thank you so much for watching. And by the way, I don't know if you saw my bike in there. Did you see that quick shot? I built that years ago and then aged out of kick only, suicide shift, hardtail. But thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And be back tomorrow at 3 Turtles Hawaii Standard Time. Okay, so we're going to hit the button. Hold on, where that bugger stay? Oh, there we go. Oh, first of all, fancy graphic. Mahalo for watching, gang. Really appreciate it. Here we go.